We're live on the internet. I'm waiting till I see one viewer, then we will officially commence. Looks like Canal Drones Adriano is our first viewer, so this is for him. We say good afternoon, good evening, and hello to all of those watching our live stream right now from... As we are live right now from FliteFest, Ohio. It's Joe Scully. With me is Double A. How are we doing tonight?
We're doing really good, Joe.
We're so excited to have you with us here this evening. Double A is one of the guys that you always see interacting with us in our chat. And tonight, and also one of our staples of International Open, tonight he is here as a co-commentator, and we're ready to roll into our top 16 double elimination. Did you watch much from the qualifying earlier?
No, I didn't. We were driving on the way here.
You're on your way here to see it live.
Yes,
so
5.5 hours.
In qualifying, we had, I want to say, about 29 different pilots here tonight who qualified to, or attempted to qualify to make it into our top 16 double elimination. And tonight we will run through them. Let's take a little look at our bracket of where we are staged from our field of just short of 29 pilots. And there we are. It is a bracket situation as we're going to go all the way through to race number 14. We're starting with races 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are our qualifiers. Of our top 16 from our field of 29 getting set to wage battle here this evening. So here in the winner's bracket, you see you want to be first or second. You can go from race 1 to race 6 to 11 to 14, which is the final four where things get exciting. Now, let's say you are third or fourth in one of these first rounds. You would drop into the consolation bracket or the loser's bracket. So here in race 1, if you're third or fourth, you would drop down to race number 5. Then you could work your way into that final four as well, going from race 5 to 9 to 12 to 13 to 14. I like to call that coming in hot section. And that is the way that we work this. It's kind of like your one chance for, you know, making up ground when you fall up a little short with that double elimination format. And tonight is going to be a little extra special as well, as we have, we're going to have a heat of 5. So that is one of the recent developments. Maybe or maybe not a scoring discrepancy from earlier. We don't know. I couldn't pull it up in the DVR. Everyone watched me try. So in heat number 2, we're going to have Dayton Drones, who somehow posted a 10-second lap out there somewhere. It was a baller lap.
10 seconds.
That was second overall. Now, I watched his last pack. I found it on the DVR, and he was knife-edging through gates. It was still like a 19 or a 20.
Freestyling out there?
But he's in. I mean, no one was able to contest it, so he is in. Now, that would have bumped the shredder out, so we're going to put the shredder back in because tonight it's not all about the bad beat. We want to make sure that everyone gets a chance to race in our championship tonight, and we also have another little bit of insurance. And that is our Chase the Ace. You were watching last night, Double A. Do you remember how it worked?
Yes. So you have to win twice, right?
That's it. Exactly. It's Chase the Ace. You want to win twice to advance through our bracket. You can see our first heat here working up. So when we get to that final four, let's pull up the bracket there on the screen. When we get to our final four, the final four are going to race at least twice. You're going to want to see them win twice. Once you win twice, you're the event champion. Last night, our top 2 qualifiers last night were Bull FPV and Johnny Fly. Bull FPV won the first race. Johnny Fly got 4th. Then we gridded him up again. If Bull won a second time, he would be the event champion. He got 4th. Johnny Fly got the win. So that pushed it into a third race. If either of those guys got the win, they would be the event champion. If any of the other 2 guys that didn't get a first or second, or didn't get a first, if they won it, it could have pushed to a 4th race. And then if everyone got 1 win to the final 4, it could have pushed to a 5th. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of racing.
That is a lot of racing. Next race is going to start here in about 35 seconds. Got to hit some buttons, do some stuff. That's what I do. Yeah, I'm just going to, oh, there we are. Internet caught up with us. So this is going to be heat number 1. Qualifiers 14, 11, 6, and 3. You got Nick the Destroyer qualifying the number 14 spot. You got Rad Brad qualifying 11th. Slowpoke qualifying 6th. And K-Mead qualifying 3rd overall. The top qualifying time was a 9.820 going on the fast lap. K-Mead in third with an 11.410.
That's smoking.
That was. Now let's see what happens here as we get ready to go. All right, pilots, goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quadcopters. First to 5, live on the tone in less than 5. Off to the races around that flight test hurdle, and it's going to be K-Mead with the whole shot, then Slowpoke, then Brad.
We got one down.
Nick the Destroyer, first one down. So that means he is going to be our first one to go in our consolation bracket, or loser's bracket. But it is all good in the hood. K-Mead now your leader. Hold shot and onto lap number 2. Watching Slowpoke get onto that lead lap, 6.4 seconds back. Brad in third, 2 seconds back. So it's a battle for the transfer position. So Brad running third wants to get by Slowpoke in the next 2.5 laps. We'll see what happens. K-Mead now pushing himself out front. We're going to pick up K-Mead here in just a few moments here for your track description. At our start-finish gate, right about here. We go start-finish gate, then we go right up high to an elevated gate, down drop gate, around to the little carousel as we go up over that split S, Fat Shark split S on the backside. Video aerial system chicane over the flight test hurdle. And now 1 to go for your leader, K-Mead. Now watching Slowpoke and Brad. They're 2.7 seconds separated. It could come down to a final lap. Slowpoke working on lap number 4. And Brad now way back. K-Mead is going to get the early win. Slowpoke is going to pull up second. NASCAR rule coming in play. And that is now going to give Brad third. Nick the Destroyer fourth when it's all said and done for them right there. So that is going to be it in all. We're going to see them as we move up. Winner's bracket, loser's bracket. No channel changes unless they make a big deal out of them. So it'll be K-Mead and Slowpoke moving to race number 6. It'll be Brad and Nick the Destroyer moving to race number 5. I'll catch things up here. AA, this is the magic behind the scenes here. This is like the Wizard of Oz for you.
Yes, yes. I learned a little bit on the tablet last year, but I've never sat in front of the panel.
Watching the live stream?
Yeah, that's great.
Real interesting fact, K-Mead is actually #1 in our region right now at the regional qualifier.
K-Mead is #1 in the North Central right now. No surprises there. A look at our bracket. K-Mead and Slowpoke moving to race number 6 in that winner's bracket. Now Brad and Nick the Destroyer coming back in race number 5. And as much as I've been fighting with live time scoring, now we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to break it. I'm going to try and break it. Let's go to... We just added a 5th guy in. Why not? Let's do it. Right, Paul Atkins? Let's put Paul Atkins on the live stream. Oh, just
nice
as he walked
ball.
by. There he is. The shadow. The lighting isn't the best here. There you are. Wave. There you are.
Shredder on 4.
Shredder's on 4, correct. This is going to be Dayton
Hey
Drones,
there, Chris.
Thrash, KY King, Fender, and the Shredder. And the way this works, Shredder qualified 17th overall. In fact, I believe it was 18th overall, and Nuge was out. That moved Jake from State Farm 17th into 16th. That moved Shredder into that 18th into 17th position. Then we had this Dayton Drones timing anomaly. Maybe it was a 10-second run. I don't know. So that's going to put Dayton Drones in the 2nd overall qualifier here in race number 2. Thrash was 7th. 10th was King. Fender 15th. And now Shredder 18th. Still, this will be a good one to watch. You see them all lining up. And quad retrieving in the back. Have you had a chance to fly at all here in AA?
Not yet. We might be able to fly a tiny whoop later on or something. But, yeah, I'm just here to enjoy.
Earlier, I was flying a quad. I don't have any video pulled from that. Say hello to a few in our chat here. Princess Butt Pants wants to know who's the favorite. Princess Butt Pants has been with us last night and tonight. The favorite is going to be our top qualifier, Bull FPV. He was our top qualifier last night. He won races 1 and 3 of that final 4, Chase the Ace, so he was last night's champion. And he is our top qualifier again tonight, so that would be our favorite, and that would be to one one of our friends in the chat, Prince's Butt Pants. That's Prince's, like a dude.
Look at there. My son's in there watching too.
Where's he at? Brayton. Albitz, right there. He says, I see you. So now we know the last part of the double A, don't we? It's Albitz.
Yes,
We'll get it
that's
all.
right.
There's Reaper XFPV. One of my buddies that we battle on the Sims with. And Alex Dalton says, give K-Meat a shout out, please.
Yeah, Alex Dalton's always in there.
Heck yeah. You guys all hang out in the chat. Right now, only 22 people. Only 22 people running. So Tim Kreck asked me, what version of Lifetime are you running? Do I dare update for a race tomorrow? I would not. I'm not sure what's wrong with my version, Tim, but it is not allowing me to update until the event is done. It's dirty. I don't know what it is. I sent a note to support. It did not come in. But if we could get y'all to help us in that chat, only 22 of you watching, if you could share the link, it's only going to get better, isn't it, Double A, as we move up to this?
That's right. They keep getting faster and faster.
So you're excited to run a tiny whoop here at FliteFest? That's what you brought to the party?
Oh, I'm just here to watch. If I get to fly, that'll be a bonus.
Nothing wrong with that.
Can you just spot him? Thumbs up for good video.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
And we come here and we meet all kinds of people and make friends, and that's really enjoying for a lot of people, including me.
There's no one on R7, but we're kind of racing. Right? Yeah, buddy. Just making sure. I forgot Chris Thomas. Thank you. Oh, thank you. All right. This is race number 2, part of that preliminary round, winner's bracket, loser's bracket situation. Good luck, pilots. Goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quads. What's up, Drew Racer? Let's go live on the tone in less than 5. Go tone. All of them sending it. Watching Thrash and KY King, but Thrash with a whole shot. Now Thrash crashed out on the backside. He says fail safe. Oh no. Now we're going to see some winners bracket, losers bracket. First one down, and 2 are staying up. 3 are staying down in that Consolation bracket. And now the Shredder is going to pull up 4th in this one. And that means we're down to 3. King, your leader, then Fender, then Dayton Drones. King now working on lap number 3. Fender onto lap number 3. Dayton Drones crashing out now. As we look in that bottom right-hand corner, he has crashed out bad. And as we've said earlier, turtle mode is not going to help you in those soybeans. You're going to need cow mode.
Yeah, it gets all wrapped up in those motors. It's not even worth it.
It looks like it's just going to be King and Fender left.
Fender 22 flat.
You're going to have to be pretty lucky to fall in that path to do turtle mode.
Yeah, that path. We'll talk about how that path came to fruition.
KY King 17-1.
And we are going to, looks like we're back up with Fender. There's King with the win. 5 laps, a minute 33 to move up in our winner's bracket. And 1 to finish, guys. A lap back. Here comes Fender to pull up 2nd.
Fender 42.6.
To make it official. And that is going to make, looks like Dayton Drones 3rd, Shredder 4th, Thrash 5th. And they will come back in our Consolation bracket. We're going to have to hit some buttons here and figure it out. Now I break the software. Hopefully it'll fix itself later. But we will move up. King and Fender. King and Fender, you're going to move to race number 6. Dayton Drones, Thrash, and the Shredder moving to race number 5. The Shredder with a channel change. Everyone else doing all right. We'll figure out that channel change here in just a moment for the Shredder.
Now, Joe, you had to update live on the fly on the last race, right?
Yes. I'm just trying to
Couple
figure
weeks
out.
ago.
Yeah, that's how we do it. You want to see the? We'll update that bracket here in just a second, but I'm really worried about because we added 5, and this isn't really one of the things that it's designed to do. Let's see here, Shredder. Shredder, it wants to move him. Shredder, I think I'd have to put you on a right-hand polarization, Shredder. When you come back, you're going to come back on race band 3 in race number 5. And so now, moving on up. Now let's fix up that bracket. What a day. What a day, hitting all these buttons. So, winner for sure was King. Then you had Fender. Then you had Shredder, J-Day, and Thrash. And now, I believe that that bracket is going to be correct. Take a little look-see. So we have moved Shredder, J-Day, and Thrash to race number 5. We've moved King and Fender up to race number 6. That was race number 2 in the books. So up next will be Johnny Fly, Fluxy, Cleve Lake FPV, and White Bread. On deck will be Bull FPV, Knee Down, Fitz, and Jake from State Farm. In the hole will be race number 5, Rad Brad, Nick the Destroyer, Shredder, J-Day, and Thrash in race number 5. And shout out to Lifetime Scoring. Did not break on that. I'm very surprised.
Nice. Always keeping up with us.
They're trying their best.
Got some good ones out there right now, Joe.
Yeah, we are definitely watching them out in the fields under that quad retrieval, out at that Fat Shark chicane on the backside.
I still got a video of you, Chris, on my phone.
That never happened. So here we are, innovating drone racing. Radu C describes what is cow mode, what could be cow mode. A small detonation of a small TNT pack that each drone is packed with. So it shoots the drone up into the sky and you can take control back. Okay, so in theory, AA, in theory, that's a good idea, but really, why is that a bad idea?
Yeah, shooting up in the sky?
That's good in drone racing. That's good in drone racing. But here's what I'm thinking, just kind of thinking out loud, is you don't really want to put TNT right beside a LiPo battery.
Yeah.
If LiPo is what is powering your drone. But, you know, I like his style, though. I like his style. Vivo wants to know where you at, Hot Dog. You are going to change to race band 3. Can you? Left hand or right hand?
It's left hand, yeah.
Okay. No, it's not. It's right hand. So if you go to...
It's either 4 or 8.
Yeah, they're taking in the next one. Why don't you fly with your goggles? Why don't you fly with...
Transmit antenna's only one. Wait, that's what he's saying.
Fly with his goggles on race band...
Here, let me see if I have a right-hand antenna.
Race band 5. Can you do that?
What do you need, a stub?
What a day. AA, Chris Thomas was asking about International Open. That was a good time, huh?
Yes, it was a blast. I mean, overwhelming, to say the least. Overwhelming. Very, very fun place to volunteer. You meet so many people and you just have a good time. It's not even work.
No. Heck no.
Sign up to volunteer today. Get your free volunteer ticket.
Yes, I'd like to work next to you this year, next month, and help these guys out, multi-GP.
Well, I think what Chris Thomas was doing was trying to give you the plug. So be like AA, as he said, that volunteering at International Open is so much fun that everyone watching our live stream right now, all 31 of you, you should sign up to volunteer today at multigp.io. That's the International Open. Okay, so go to race band 5. And that'll be in race number 5. This is 3. You got some time. Thanks, John.
And Joe, it also gives you the opportunity to be around some of the fastest pilots in the world.
I know. I'm going to be there. I am going to be there. Racing on that rookie track. Excited about that.
I'm kind of interested in getting in that old guys
All right, we're
race.
good to go.
Oh, the 40 and over race at International Open. Heck yeah. How do we forget about that?
We're good to go, Joe Scully.
I got you, buddy, but I got 19,000 buttons to hit. There we go. All right, pilots, goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quadcopters. Live on the tone in less than 5. In this one, we have Johnny Fly. They put him 4th overall, kind of 3rd. Fluxy, who is 5th. Cleve Lake FPV, who is 12th. White Bread, who is 13th. And looks like we are down. Well, Fluxy crashing right off of the takeoff podiums. It looks like he's unable to take off. Not sure if that's an upside down prop or whatnot. It's a 5-lap race, and Johnny Fly and Cleve Lake FPV 3 seconds apart, 1 and 2. Then White Bread across. This is the winner's bracket. You want to be first or second to move up in that winner's bracket. If you are 4th like Fluxy or 3rd like whoever is 3rd when this is all said and done, you're in the consolation bracket.
17-5.
Johnny Fly and Cleve Lake
18-3.
on that lead lap. Johnny Fly lining things up here. Coming in from our left to our right now onto lap number 4. 2 to go for your leader. Nice line from that start-finish gate up to the elevated as we bring him out to our far right-hand side. Johnny Fly at that Fat Shark split S to our video aerial system. Chicane. 9.4 seconds back is Cleve Lake FPV.
Bread 20.3.
And then we jump a bunch back for White Bread, but White Bread is 4.5 seconds back from the transfer position. That's being second or better in this race. Johnny Fly on his final lap. Johnny Fly at the home stretch right now, up and over that FliteFest hurdle, by some lap traffic right before the gate. He gets by White Bread to shut White Bread down in a NASCAR situation, and Johnny Fly with the win, 5 laps, a minute 22. And that's almost some team flying right there.
Yeah.
Had Johnny Fly not made the pass before the gate, this whole lap would have ended, would have mattered for White Bread and Cleve Lake FPV. But Cleve Lake FPV will pull up second. White Bread is going to pull up third. And that is going to be it and all here in race number 3. Once again, those results as they come in. Johnny Fly with the win. Cleve Lake FPV in second. Then you're going to have White Bread once again in third. And Fluxy in 4th. And so we will move them up. Winner's bracket, loser's bracket situation. So no channel changes. We're going to see Johnny Fly and Cleve Lake FPV in race number 8. White Bread and Fluxy are back in race number 7. And that is race number 3 in the books. Are you up now? Race band 3? That's what you should be on, right? Up now is race number 4. This is Bull FPV, Knee Down, Fitz, and Jake from State Farm. On deck will be race number 5, Rad Brad, Nick the Destroyer, Shredder, J-Day, and Thrash. In the hole will be White Bread, Fluxy, and 3rd and 4th in this race right here. And in the chat earlier, they were talking about who is that TQ, who is the one to be watching, and
Who's the top qualifier?
top qualifier, that is the guy in this one. That's Bull FPV. Champino22 on the chat telling me I should grow my beard back. I'd probably get ID'd now. I don't know. What is he talking about? What is he? Oh, yeah. That's the son. Yeah. Working on a video channel. Perfect.
Wants to know if you're ready to come to the Caribbean. That sounds like a vacation.
Oh, yeah. Heck, are you? Is that the? Oh, okay. You're reading the Maribamba when Multi GP comes to the Caribbean. I was reading App Vivo. He says, "See you in Chicago." I'm like, double A. There's a big difference between the Caribbean and Chicago.
Yes, there is a big
You know the
time.
difference? The pizza.
Sand.
No, well, sand. Okay, point for double A. And great pizza in Chicago.
You go to
as well.
Chicago for the pizza.
I don't know if you guys saw me earlier today in that broadcast of the rookie race, but I can't wait to go to Chicago and fly with Johnny FPV. That'll be a good time. I'm in Chicago. That North Central Regional Final came in the leader at that one. And I know some people are going to be excited about this, but I got some insider information with this year's international or regional series in relation to our international pilots. That Gab 707, you know him as the reserve champion on DRL
Correct,
last year.
correct.
You're a big Gab 707 fan?
Yes.
He is declaring that he is 90% certain that he's going to the North Central final as an international pilot.
Oh,
North Central going to be
that's my region.
a little freaky. That's where Gab 707 has got Chicago on his sights to do some drone racing up there. Ben Quadicus RC wants to know, is AA on the chat last time?
Yes, I'm in the chat all the time.
And now you're live in person. That is the magic. Here we go. This is Jake from State Farm, qualifying 16th overall. Fitz, who is 9th. Knee Down, who is 8th. And your top qualifier and last night's champion, Bull FPV. Let's get ready to go green. Winners up in that winner's bracket. Bottom 2 in the consolation bracket. Pilots, goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quadcopters. Live on the tone in less than 5.
Ooh, that's a pretty good start.
Hot start. Bull FPV, Fitz, knee down. Jake from State Farm. 1, 2, 3, 4 through that start-finish door. And on their way into the soybeans here at Fury Farm. Jake from State Farm, your first one down. Trying to see, he might be on the track. He might be able to turtle mode out of that. He may make a liar out of me.
Wow.
As we watch Bull FPV and Fitz now
Miracle.
onto lap 2. Knee down, 2 seconds back for the transfer position with 4 laps to go. There's going to be a lot of pressure as we watch that battle between Fitz and Knee Down. And Jake from State Farm is back up, guys.
Nice.
He made a liar out of me. He's
Wow.
got cow mode on board. He
He's
is
lucky.
up and in the air.
We were just saying, you got to be lucky to land in that grass.
He made it happen. Bull FPV and Knee Down onto lap 3. Now Bull FPV onto lap 4. 2 to go for him. Knee Down about 7.9 seconds back. And Fitz trying to get up ahead of Knee Down. There's Knee Down onto lap number 4. Bull FPV crossing over right behind him. Jake from State Farm now with that first lap that he was looking for. And now Fitz across the line. Everyone's separated by a bunch. We're 10 seconds between first and second. 7 seconds between second and third. And Bull FPV going to get the win on this one. Already landing right in front of our flight line. 5 laps in a minute 10. That includes a 12.6 as his fast lap. Knee Down finishing second by about 3 seconds ahead of Fitz in third. And Jake from State Farm with cow mode. He's going to be, I think, your last one to finish up here. No, Fitz, this one doesn't count for you. Here comes Jake from State Farm. 2 laps in a minute 34, showing you the power of cow mode right there.
Wow. Bringing it in from the ground.
That we are. So we do have some channel changes to talk about, to worry about, as we're going to move Bull FPV and Knee Down up to race number 8. Fitz and Jake from State Farm to race number 7. Channel change for Knee Down. And looks like a channel change for Fitz. Fitz was on 3. Knee Down was on 5. Let's see what happens. Guys, I announced the on-deck heat. On-deck heat. On-deck heat is Rad Brad, Nick the Destroyer, Dayton Drones, Thrash, and the Shredder. Okay, you guys are up now. And now I got to get caught up on the other deal right there. So we just did that winner's bracket, loser's bracket situation. So
Right.
Knee Down is going to move to race band 3 when he comes back. In race number 8. And Fitz was the other channel change. I think he's going to go to race band 5 when he comes back in race number 7. And that one is in the books right there. Going to try and get this caught up here, doing double, triple duty here. Multiple computer screens. Let's see if it updates on the fly right on the screen. This is the power of the internet right here.
What channel am I on the next race?
Are you up now?
No.
Okay.
I just went.
I'll announce it once I get this figured out, okay?
5 to the line. You guys ready? Let's do this.
There we are. So this is race number 5 we're going to. On deck is White Bread, Fluxy, Fitz, and Jake from State Farm. In the hole will be K-Mead, Slowpoke, King, and Fender. After them will be Johnny Fly, Cleve Lake, Bull FPV, and Knee Down. And now they want to know their channels. Unfortunately, there is a glitch with lifetime scoring, so we're doing quadruple duty over here. What channel do you want to know? Yours, Jake from State Farm. You're still on race band 4.
Okay.
No channel change for you, right?
Right.
So now we pick things up here in our consolation bracket, and this is where we have the 5.
Now you're in 6. You're in 1 or 2 and you won. You're up next. You should be spotting.
Line them up. Excited to play past the ace tonight. That sounds like a gambling game, but kinda.
Spotting right now.
It's a brand new format that we released last night. I mean, we talked about it a little bit online in the troll zone.
Thumbs up for good video. Thumbs up.
The troll
In
zone.
the troll zone, that's what I call the internet. Where all these pilots want to run a race with 10 finishes. Like, when you get to the final 50 pilots, they want to run that final 45 times so that you know for sure who's the winner. That's what they want in the troll zone. Which is my way of saying a lot of people want AAA mains. Now, AAA mains are very difficult to follow, so we came up with a brand new format called Chase the Ace. So instead of being your best 2 finishes out of 3, which is so lame, that's why RC Cars is still hardly a thing. Now we have this Chase the Ace, where it's your first of 2 wins when it comes to the final 4. Last night was exciting because it went to 3 races. Tonight could be even more exciting, especially if we go to full 5 races.
Hold on. 1 second. Our fifth contestant who's also working at the FliteFest shop is running over.
We're just waiting on our 5th contestant. Who's that? Is that Thrash? Is Thrash on his way back?
Yep.
There's Thrash.
He actually said he couldn't make it.
There's a shot of Thrash making it to the takeoff zone. He had to go back to the FliteTest store here at FliteFest to help someone buy some ESCs or something. I don't know. He's back.
He's been a great addition to a flight test.
Yes. You're a big FliteTest fan, huh?
He's a builder.
And I'm a lover. I want to thank our sponsors right now, Lulzbot, Red Bull, Fat Shark, and Team Black Sheep, bringing us this 2018 edition of FliteFest.
FPV Chat is an unofficial sponsor.
FPV Chat,
Unofficial sponsor.
unofficial sponsor. Shout out to FPV Chat tonight. Looks like our pilots are ready. We're talking about TNT, cow mode, and so much more. Spencer Owen says, what's cow mode? Go put some bombs and TNT on your drone and figure it out yourself. Here we go. All right, pilots, goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quadcopters. Let's go live on the tone in less than 5. Another beautiful start here for our entire field. Now, this is a consolation bracket, so this is where we're going to drop some pilots off in 17th, 16th, and 15th. And I think one of the first ones we're going to drop off here is going to be Thrash. Yeah, he's in the grass, and I mean turtle mode, cow mode. He's going to need rhino mode to get out of there. Nick the Destroyer is going to be your leader here after 1, top right-hand corner of our live stream screen. We're down to 3. So now, with Rad Brad down, Nick the Destroyer, the Shredder, and Dayton Drones, you just don't want to be last. Everyone working on their lead lap. Nick the Destroyer and Shredder with a little bit of a gap. There's Nick the Destroyer. He leads by about 5 or 6 seconds. He's working on lap number 3. 2.5 to go for him. Dayton Drones is down. So that means we are just down to 2 pilots. Oh no, and now we're down to just 1 pilot. Oh no, what happened there? There's that announcer jinx.
So quick.
Now we're down. I don't even know what is going on here. It's just Nick the Destroyer. That's all we have left.
Nick the Destroyer 16-7.
That's so that is 17th. 17th, Jay, is where you're going to finish up. No, you're not 17th. 16th, 15th overall, J-Day, of our field of 29. Good job. Nick the Destroyer, don't destroy your quad. You just won 5 laps, a minute 33 to stay alive. And
job,
the
Nick.
Shredder staying alive as well. Very nice.
Good job, Nick. All right, who's our second place? Do I need to measure this, Joe?
Nope, the Shredder got it
Shredder got second.
by at least a lap, correct? So we are going to move Nick the Destroyer and the Shredder up to race number 9. No channel changes. Race 9, no channel changes. That's a big win for them.
Game 6. Pokes. It's a change to poke. If you win. If you win, you're officially poked. You make it to the final, you're officially poked.
So we pick things up here. This is going to be race number 6. So again, we do have some technical difficulty with the instant heat sheets being posted to mgp.livefev.com. So as we go to race 6, this is a winner's bracket. Then we'll drop down to race 7. Up now, guys, will be K-Mead, Slowpoke, King, Fender. On deck will be race number 7 down to the Consolation bracket. White Bread, Fluxy, Fitz, and Jake from State Farm. In the hole will be Johnny Fly, Cleve Lake FPV, Bull FPV, and Knee Down. And after them will be Nick the Destroyer along with the Shredder. They got a little bit of a break when they come back in race number 9, staying alive in that Consolation bracket. Little shot of how vacant the flight line is. As we can see on the back, looks like quad retrieval way out in the distance happening. You know what's really exciting? Are you here for the rest of the weekend, AA?
No, just tonight.
Just tonight?
So I'm done.
That's it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Made it far.
I'll tell you what best I've ever done.
Made it to championship racing. So tonight is the night. You get to
And,
witness it live.
Geared for IO and Rampage also.
Oh, the Riot Rampage, right. That's coming up in...
October.
and that is located in...
Barnwell,
Oh, that sounds
South
awesome.
Carolina.
Dang,
Barnwell.
I hear it's nice in October.
I changed the design around a bit. It's an old
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to talk about tomorrow night. Now I feel bad. But tomorrow night, our friends at Fat Shark are with us. And for all the attendees that brought something to fly at FliteFest, there's a free barbecue. Our friends at Fat Shark.
Nice. You guys better get down there and get that barbecue.
It's amazing. It is. It's gonna be hamburgers, cold drinks, much more.
had some bit of weight, but
You get a chance to check out some of the Fat Shark gear on the table. The Fat Shark 101.
I came in here and met up with about 12 people and come over here, and I've been here pretty much ever since.
That's it. Well, what you need to do is visit with Fat Shark. Try out that 101, and it is awesome. You talked about the Tiny Whoop, and we love the Tiny Whoop from Jesse P. and our friends at Horizon. But with the Fat Shark 101, you can fly it outdoors in like gale force winds. It's kind of like the step between the Tiny Whoop and the full-size quad, the 4-inch, the 3-inch. I mean, even between your micro, your ultra micro and your micro, it's right in the middle there because you can fly it outside. It flies like a full-size quad. You can tune it with Beta Flight. And it's a great introductory level to drone racing, especially if you just don't want to fly around. If you were watching me fly in the live stream in our rookie race earlier, I got a little messed up in the head, and when I got out, I got a little disorientated, and I tried to fly like a Tiny Whoop, and I forgot I was in acro mode. I mean, I always fly in acro mode, but my Tiny Whoop, when I tried to carve, I tried to do prop wash around the Fat Shark flag, thinking I was flying a Tiny Whoop or a Fat Shark 101. Messed me up a little bit. But the Fat Shark 101, you can fly it in a true acro mode. It's definitely something that we recommend. And right now, at your favorite retailer, like Ready Made RC and Get FPV, for just $199, you get the full Fat Shark 101 kit. That is the goggles, it is the controller, it is the quad, it is the backup props, replacement props, the batteries, it is the charger, it is everything you need to fly the Fat Shark 101. So before the night is done, AA, make sure you visit our friends at Fat Shark. Even though you can't enjoy the barbecue, you can check out the Fat Shark 101 and have a good time. Let's pick things up here. This is race number 6, guys. This is race number 6. Question coming in about how do you determine second and third, though? We want a podium on the Chase the Ace competition. We figured that out already, Tim. We'll talk about that in just a little bit, but it's time to go green. This is race number 6, part of that winner's bracket. Stand by, guys. Stand by. Here we are. Remember, this is our winner's bracket. Race number 6. K-Mead, Slowpoke, King, and Fender. Top 2 move to race 11. Bottom 2 will drop down in our consolation bracket. Good luck, pilots. Goggles down. Thumbs up. Arm your quadcopters. Live on the tone in less than 5. Throwdown. K-Mead, leader of our North Central region, making the statement with the whole shot. For the rest of the field, keeping him within earshot, quad shot, at least on the sights, watching K-Mead through that VAS chicane. Then you got King. Then you got Slowpoke running third, I believe, in traffic. The race isn't won on lap number 1. Here comes Fender as well. First, second, third only separated by 4 seconds after 1 lap, and that's what 17-second lap times on the opener. 9.8 seconds, the fastest lap we've seen here all weekend at FliteFest East. And K-Mead just flying away with it right now, huh? That Fat Shark Split S.
He is moving.
I'm watching King right now. He's on the heels of Slowpoke. Now they got about a 2 flag difference between them for the transfer position. Slowpoke to the good. King needs to get it done with 2 to go for them. But now we got K-Mead onto his final lap now with a 12.2 the last time around. And now just over the hurdle to our checkered we go with K-Mead. 5 laps in 1:09. That's with the 3/12s of his 5 laps. And that is now going to shut down King because of the NASCAR rule. So Slowpoke is going to pull up second to stay alive in the winner's bracket with K-Mead. And that is going to be King and Fender pulling up third and fourth. Race number 6 is in the books. And that is just a little bit of a precursor right there that it is going to come hot. It is going to be a hot finish, even though it's 86 degrees here.
K-Mead, he's holding that line pretty well too. If he crashed out, I'm sure he would land right there in that path.
When the leader goes on their last lap, everyone crosses onto their last lap. Yep. But you're still good, King. You're still good. So we're going to move K-Mead and Slowpoke up to race number 11. We're going to move King and Fender to race number 9. King is going to have a channel change when we come back to race 9. And it looks like he's going to go to race band 1. I think that's what it said, right? Race 9. Yeah, King, you're going to race band 1 when you come back in race number 9. There's going to be White Bread, Fluxy, Fitz, and Jake from State Farm. You're up. On deck will be Johnny Fly, Cleve Lake FPV, Bull FPV, and Knee Down on deck. In the hole will be Nick the Destroyer, the Shredder, King, and Fender. Yeah, no changes unless I make a big deal out of it. You watch a lot of live streams, haven't you, Double A?
Yes, I do.
How many
As a
times
matter
have
of
you-
fact, I just got a text from Random FPV, and he told me to tell all of you hello.
That's awesome. Hello to Chris Benoit.
Just need to know channels for these guys. 2 of them on the same channel, so they didn't hear a channel change.
How could there... Yeah, someone messed up. All right. Let's figure it out. We're going to blame Lifetime for that. So I should have White Bread on 3, Fluxy on 1, Fitz on 5, Jake from State Farm on 4.
Hey, Flexi, where you at?
I don't remember any of those being channel changes. Looking for Fluxy. This is your race.
He said his quad was out.
His quad is messed up.
Yeah.
He's out. So we're on race number 7. So just don't be last. Just
But
don't
it
be
does
last.
make it easy to make that call, though, if you don't have a quad.
That's it. I was very fortunate that I had people to keep my quad together. Champino says, when is that Barnwell, South Carolina race? I think he's trolling. It's not a race, is it? No. That's the freestyle event,
Freestyle
Champino.
competition.
Relax, relax. It's the Riot Rampage in October. Barnwell, South Carolina. Brayton Elbit says, tell him who you brought with you, Double A.
Brought my son. Brought my
There you
son,
go.
Brayton Albitz.
Hi, you guys.
So Tim asking, how do you get a podium? So pretty simple. We've already thought this. So the whole reason of the Chase the Ace that we invented that is so that it's easy to follow. So you know, last night when Bull won the first one, he needed to win the second one. And anyone else, if they won, would push it another round. Then we got to the next one where Johnny Fly won the second one. We knew going into the third that whoever, if those two won, they would win. If anyone else push a fourth race. Very easy to follow. But how do you figure out second, third, and fourth in a podium situation?
How do you do that, Joe?
Well, very simply. We wanted to keep it as simple as possible. So first, it is your total of finishes across the board. So if you were second, you only have 3 guys, right? We already know one guy's out. So if you're second, after 3, you got 6 points. If you're third, after 3, you have 9 points, and 6 beats 9. Easy to figure out. Now, if there is a tie, so let's say you have a second, a third, and a fourth, and a third, a second, and a fourth, that would give you a tie of 9, right? So the tiebreaker is motocross, just like Moto 1, Moto 2. The last race would be the tiebreaker. And that is something we don't need all these fancy computers and screens for. Pretty easy to figure out. But really, in racing, as much as we like to recognize a podium, we really want to see the winner be like hands down the winner. They want most consistent.
Consistency.
And with this Chase the Ace situation, that is so that we ensure that we have a winner. And last night, Bull FPV, he won the first one, and he fell off on the second one. Now imagine had he done that in reverse, it would have been heartbreaking. The top qualifier, the guy who owned it, so he got a mulligan in that final 4. It was exciting last night, and I can't wait to see how it plays out tonight. 1 second, let's go to race number 7. I hit the wrong button here. Let's go to race number 7. The boys in the truck are falling asleep here this afternoon. This is race number 7, picking things up here in the Consolation bracket. Top 2 move to race number 10. Bottom 2 are done, finishing in the number 13 and 14 spot overall. All right, pilots, goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quadcopters. Let's go live on the tone in less than 5. Tim C likes the format. Hope he likes the bracket graphic. I totally got that idea from watching his live streams in the Whiskey Warehouse over the winter. That's with the Cleveland Quad Squad, isn't it?
It's nice that you spelled it out really nice and easy for everybody.
Well, that was answering all the keyboard jockeys. Remember, this is a race not to be last, and, well, Jake from State Farm last right now after 1 lap, but only 1.4 seconds back. Really anyone's game. They're all separated by just 5 seconds. That's short of a third of a lap at this pace. As Fitzy goes on to lap number 3, so does White Bread, and so does Jake from State Farm. That's a battle for the 2-3 transfer position. White Bread just ahead of Jake from State Farm. And again, whoever wins in that battle for the 2-3 stands alive, while Fitz walking away or flying away with it. He's got 2 to go, working on lap number 4. Now we go. White Bread across the line, and here comes Jake from State Farm across the line. 3.5 seconds back with 2 laps to go. He's doing that Jordan Temkin thing to win DRL last year, isn't he? Keep Gab 707 in the sights and go full throttle, full send on that final lap for the win. That's what we might see here to stay alive in our championship bracket. White flag flying for all the pilots. 2.7 seconds back in third is Jake from State Farm to get by White Bread. So White Bread, you got a fast pilot on your heels. Fitz is going to get the win to keep it simple right there for him. He will stay alive in our consolation bracket. And White Bread will pull up second, and Jake from State Farm tried his best. He's going to go down right there. And that is where it comes to an end. They finish in the number 13, 14 spot overall, I believe. Jake from State Farm and Fluxy. And now we are staying alive with Fitz and White Bread. That is race number 7 in the books, which means we are now going to move Fitz and White Bread. You are back. No channel changes in race number 10. I thought Jake from State Farm was going to get him there. Did you think that, Double
No,
A?
it was close.
He had him in his sights. There was so much chase cam, wasn't there?
Yes. I like it when it's like that.
And nope. This is Johnny Fly, Cleveland FPV, Bull FPV, and knee down, which means you're on deck. I'll have to take a look in a little bit, but I believe so. Yep. And normally we would have this being run on a tablet and someone running, but unfortunately, some sort of a weird glitch. Updating our heat sheets on the fly. So it's all good. This is race number 8 that we're gridding up. And you're up. This is your race, King. Yep. This is Nick the Destroyer, the Shredder, King, and Fender. On deck will be Fitz and Whitebread.
Joe, is this 8?
This is 8.
8, okay.
So the bottom 2 in this race will go to race number 10 versus Fitz and Whitebread. Imagine if it's Johnny Fly and Bull FPV dropping down there.
Oh, that would be consistency.
That'd be a little rough. That'd be a little rough. That would be not the day that you want to be in that consolation bracket a little earlier.
Yeah, in the lower bracket, you wouldn't want to be there.
Clara Slate wants to know, are any of the racers new this year? That's a very good question.
I see a lot of new names here at FliteFest.
I mean, looking at this top 16, Whitebread was with us last year, I believe, just as a spectator, and he's inside of our top 16. Then you got with a guy who didn't make it, Nuge. He's a relatively new guy. Cleve Lake FPV. He was with us last night. Only had 1 pack. He was in our bracket. He's another new pilot. Rad Brad, another new pilot. And Fluxy, relatively new to the game as well, inside of our top 16. 31 or 29 pilots here in our veteran bracket. And then earlier today, in our rookie race, we had 21 rookies with lots of new pilots. I mean, lots. There was one guy with 10 O's in his name called Noob. He was so new.
That's real noob.
That is new, yeah. There was Ingyar, who almost made it into our top 16 of the veterans as well. There was Lightning, who is not a new rookie, but he had a good time. Buffalo FPV, who's not from Buffalo. He's a new guy. In fact, all 21 of these pilots, aside from maybe 1 or 2, were new. And I think the newest racer right there was in race number 3. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, Joe Scully.
That was it, yeah. I was in my first
Nice,
race today
nice.
at FliteFest. It
Too
was
bad I
amazing.
missed that one.
Well, you...
I need the assist for that one.
Yeah, and Fender, yeah, exactly. Fender, right, that guy right there. Terrible lighting right there. But that guy was our pit guy, my pit guy, keeping me in the race.
Thanks, Fender.
Spotter right here for knee down. Nick,
And Airy and Bull FPV. Yeah, yeah.
David, you got him?
The entire Aritball family, along with
Need a spotter here. What do you guys? Spotter back. There you go.
and Fender.
Thanks, David.
I had the biggest crew, honestly. You know what? I really went with just a couple because there were too many to name, guys. It was like the Academy Awards.
Yeah, I'm sure you had a lot of fans down there. Lots of fans.
There were a lot of people videoing it. You can actually watch back. That video is on our YouTube channel, MultiGP YouTube, exactly where you're watching this live stream. This is race number 8, and Prince's Butt Pants says, I got Bull this race. All right. Well, you got some butt pants behind you, Bull. Good luck. That's a good day. Any day Butt Pants is on your side. That's the greatest YouTube name ever. Here we go. Oh, we got a cheer. Champino cheering on Knee Down. S-Grace cheering on Johnny. And I'm behind the new guy, Cleve Link FPV. Come on, Cleve Link. Here we go. Goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. This is part of the winner's bracket. Third and fourth, not the worst. You get to race again in that battle in the consolation bracket, but we'll see what happens. Here's Bull FPV already with 1 lap in, 16.3. Johnny Fly right with them. There's Cleve Lake, and we're going to come across here as well with knee down onto that lead lap. And knee down going black. Some video issues. You saw it going to black and also not tripping our timing sensor. So he's going to pull up fourth here in race 8. Going to have to fix his quad after he gets it from the soybeans. 2 laps to go, though, for your leader. Bull FPV 4 seconds ahead of Johnny Fly. And we got Cleve Lake FPV a lap back from the Bull FPV and Johnny Fly show. They're going to go from race 8 potentially right through to our, right into 11. And then into our finals. We'll see what happens. White flag flying for Bull FPV and Johnny Fly, and Bull FPV almost lapping Johnny Fly, crossing over right behind him to round out his 5 laps in minute 4. And here comes Johnny Fly over the hurdle, through the woods. Going to finish the race, Johnny Fly? There you go. 5 laps in minute 18, so Bull FPV getting them by 14 seconds. So let's call him 13.4. We'll shave a bit off it. And Cleve Lake FPV, NASCAR rules shutting him down here, but he's going to finish out this last one. So course is still kind of hot, and that is going to do it here for race number 8. That could be a precursor to our races in our final 4 in our Chase the Ace. Bull FPV, Johnny Fly first and second. So they come back in race 11. Cleve Lake with third, knee down with 4th. They're going to be back in race number 10. And let's see if we have any channel changes or anything like that to worry about. Looks like Bull FPV with a channel change, going to be going to race band number 3, it tells me. And knee down with a channel change, looks like he's going to be going to race band 1. So Bull FPV going to race band 3 when he comes back in race 11, along with Johnny Fly back in race 11. And
like I said, those guys are flying pretty consistent.
It's scary.
Bull
Scary
and
consistency.
Johnny.
In race 10, Cleve Lake FPV, no channel change, and knee down back in race 10 with a channel change going to race band 1 when we come back. It's race ring. Whoa, let's.
Wow, look at that X class out there. Woo!
That came out of nowhere.
Shout out to my friend Zoe. She's flying the X class.
Right now? Or just
she does.
Oh, she does. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I thought she was here.
That would be great.
Who's the crazy, who's the pilot flying the X class out of nowhere?
Not sure.
Probably R3, left hand, right?
R3 is still right hand.
Right hand.
Yep.
What did you change me to?
Knee down. Race band 1. Still right hand. Race 10. Which means you're on deck. You're not in this race, but you're on deck. They're clapping here for this X class. You can kind of see it on our live stream flying around here.
Oh
No. Epic crash.
I was just getting ready to say, that's very exciting to watch those fly.
You know what's really crazy is, you remember a year ago, FliteTest doing that video on that oversized quad. Did you see it?
Yes, I did see that.
Do you remember any of the specifications on how big that oversized quad was?
I can't remember, Joe.
It was
huge.
It was massive. Yeah, we could say that and get away. I mean, it was easily 15 feet motor to motor.
And Ian got to fly that last year, right?
Yeah, and unfortunately, it did not last very long. It started. They brought it out at FliteFest West in California in April, and there was a sea. I think everyone that was at FliteFest West lined up along the runway, and they brought it out with all this grandiose pomp and flair, and it flew 20 feet into a yard sale of parts, and never to fly again. That was with the oversized GoPro holder that you could probably put a 55-inch TV in.
Correct.
Who did crash it? Ian crashed it. Thrash crashed it. He didn't want us to bring that up.
Such a beautiful flight, though, even though it was only 20 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, well, may not be long, but it might be the best 20 seconds of your life, you know?
But they did get to play around with it a little bit more.
Oh, they
before
played
that.
around with it for a little bit longer than 20 seconds, but it was, then they flew it. It was like a puddle jump. You know what I learned yesterday, Double A? When you're on a plane, if you're on a 777 or a Cessna, how long do you think that when they're parked, the brakes, they unlock the brakes, and then they hit the throttle, how long do you think that they're on the runway before they take flight? Any ideas?
Few seconds at least.
Few seconds?
20.
Do you fly much, Double A?
Not really.
So
A few times.
I flew here on not here, but I flew last weekend on a jet. I said 10 seconds. The average, according to the president of MultiGP, who consulted Wikipedia, the average is 39 seconds. That's right. We learned something
Wow.
today. Yeah.
Wow.
Who knew? Doesn't matter the size. 39 seconds of...
The thrust.
It's all about the thrust. This is going to be race number 9. That means, guys, that on deck is race 10, which is Fitz, Whitebread, Cleve Lake, and Knee Down. You guys are on deck. Fitz on 5, Whitebread on 3, Cleve Lake on race band 7, Knee Down on race band 1. Race 10, again, on deck. Race 11, K-Mead, Slowpoke, Bull FPV, Johnny Fly, you're in the hole. As we now load up race number 9, guys. Race number 9. This is where it gets real.
And it is getting more serious.
Last chance for romance for Nick the Destroyer, Shredder, King, and Fender. Good luck, pilots. Goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quadcopters. Live on the tone in less than 5. Still falls over Fury Field here in Malvern, Ohio. Watch a little bit of a change there. Nick the Destroyer and Fender battling out for position. Great to see line of sight, but it looks like King's going to be your leader here after 1. Yeah, 22-6. Then Nick the Destroyer, then Fender. They're battling out for that 2-3 spot. And don't count out the Shredder. He's up and over the hurdle, even with a little bit of a blurry camera. He's now on that lead lap. So everyone chasing King. He's at that VAS chicane. And now Nick the Destroyer has pushed himself up to lead just ahead of King on lap 2. On to 3 they go. 3 to go here in this battle. Nick the Destroyer a little loosey-goosey trying to line up on the gates right in front of the split SO. King right in front of Nick the Destroyer. There's a battle for the 1-2 for the lead. And now it's King just ahead of Nick the Destroyer again. Both of them crossing the line. 2 to go if we can keep the pressure. And Nick the Destroyer crashing out. And I see a puff. I don't know if that's dust or smoke. It's smoke. Definitely at the bottom of the elevated gate right there. There's Paul Atkins saying there's toast. There's fire all the way down here in that one. We're still racing, though, which means if you are still flying, you are doing all right. 1 to go here for King. 1 to go for Fender. Shout out to the guys on the truck doing that side-by-side. Look at that, huh? Is that impressive, Double A? Look at that. Amazing, huh?
Nice.
Side-by-side, taking you in behind. You're in the truck. Fender going to crash out, but it doesn't matter. Fender will pull up second. And King going to get the win. 5 laps in 1:37. And Nick the Destroyer going down early here on lap number 4. And now, I know everyone now wants to see right underneath that elevated gate in the center, the gate right after the start finish. As Nick the Destroyer goes out to retrieve it. King and Fender staying alive, moving up to race number 12. No channel changes, guys. No channel changes.
Yeah, that smoke coming from there was just a little bit more blue.
You can smell it, huh? We're in a pretty good position here where we can kind of see some of these major areas that you see the crashes. They're out inspecting the damage. I think it's just going to be the pack. I think the quad's going to be okay. Is it good, Nick? Uh-oh, he just threw the he just threw the quad. And that is on the live stream right there. You guys can go back right after race number 9 and see.
I think that's more than the lipo, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah. Nick the Destroyer destroyed his chances right there. That was race 9. As they come out of that soybean field. You can see moving up to race 12, King and Fender. They're 2 races away from our Chase the Ace Final 4 tonight. We're getting set for race number 10. Bottom center of your screen. It's Fitz and White Bread. Cleve Lake and Knee Down. Cleve Lake and Knee Down coming out of the winner's bracket at race 8. Pulling up a 3rd and a 4th. Cleve Lake with 3rd in race 8. Knee Down with 4th. So they get a chance to stay alive. The winner, or top 2 in this one, will go to race number 12 as we get ready for race number 10. On deck, K-Mead, Slowpoke, Bull FPV, and Johnny Fly. In the hole will be King, Fender, and 1st and 2nd out of this race, Hill. We did have a good shot of our sponsors of FliteFest, Lulzbot. I want to thank them for their support. You were 14th, 13th? No, I think you're higher than that. You just went out? Oh, you're 11th or 12th. So Fitz on 5, White Bread on 3, Cleve Lake on 7, Knee Down on 1. Sky FPV says, dudes in the truck are killing it. Sky FPV, I think I have my replay ready just for you tomorrow. I want to take a look at our sponsors here, Lulzbot. Do you know much about Lulzbot?
No.
They are a great sponsor of this event. And here, this is for my buddy Sky, giving a shout out to the boys in the truck. Let's find out what Lulzbot is all about. They're very important here to Flight Fest. So Lulzbot are actually 3D printers.
Nice.
There you are.
Nice, nice.
And you can find out more about them at lulzbot.com. And they are right now with cookies on their website. They are really excited about the Lulzbot Mini 2, one of our great sponsors of this event. Our thanks to them for their support of Flight Fest 2018 edition. Also want to thank Red Bull. It gives you wings. Little pick-me-up and our giddy-up gets you through the day. Also our friends at fatshark.com. Fat Shark RC Vision Systems. Let's take a little look at what's new at Fat Shark. Whoop, wrong button.
Ooh,
There we go.
those OLEDs.
OLED FPV. That is the HDO right now. A lot of people rocking the OLED. You can see that brand new Fat Shark logo up on the screen. And this is what I was talking about earlier before AA. That's that
Yes,
Fat Shark
that's
101
nice.
drone training system. So I told you what it came with. It came with the controller, the quad, the goggles, but it comes with so much more. It also comes with the Drone Racing League Simulator. Yeah, you get that for a year. Can you believe
Nice
that?
DRL. Get in there.
And are you a
Practice.
member of the Academy of Model Aeronautics?
Yes, I am.
Well, you can get additional insurance next year. Free insurance with the AMA with each Fat Shark 101 bundle.
Nice little bundle package.
Look at that.
Sweet.
You get that AMA insurance. And, yeah, much, much more. Also, Fat Shark really excited about the T2 FPV goggles. It's kind of weird to call them the T2s because it's really just a rebrand of the HD2. But look at the overlay. It does look like something that who was the Terminator? John Connor?
Yes.
Yeah, some John Connor would put his T2s on. Then he'd grab his Fat Shark 101, and what would he say when he grabbed his Fat Shark?
Back.
I thought he would say, "This is my chopper." No,
It's my chopper.
We're here. We're here all week. We are here all week.
All week.
Coming up on race number 10, once again, Alex Dalton says he could use a 3D printer. Make sure you check out our friends at Lulzbot. Red Bull giving us their wings. Also, Team Black Sheep, we can't thank them enough. They got an amazing tent here at this event. TBS supporting all things FPV and multi-GP. Thank you to Trappy, the entire team at
Trappy.
Team Black Sheep, represented with Mike Chinchilla, the chinniest of the chin, representing TBS here at FliteFest. Here we go. Race number 10. Consolation bracket. Fitz, White Bread, Cleve Lake, and Knee Down. This is the one to get it done on. Good luck, pilots. Goggles down. Thumbs up. Arm your quadcopters. Let's go live on the tone in less than 5. We go off to the races.
Quick start. Ooh, a little bit of collision in there, Joe.
Fitz 21.8. Clever Lake 23 flat. Knee down 28.7.
Oh, we only have 3. I just wanted to double check that. Looks like we didn't have White Bread make it to the line. Oh, destroy quad. All right.
Clever Lake 18 flat.
But you get to hang out with us in the flight line. Looks like we lost Knee Down as well. So we are down to just 2, Fitz and Cleve Lake.
Fitz 15.4. Clever Lake 18.2.
And OSD is, of course, incorrect, but the side-by-side looks awesome. Fitz is on the left-hand side of our screen. Cleve Lake FPV on the right-hand side of our screen. Separated by 5.8 seconds here. On the final lap, Cleve Lake getting on that final lap with Fitz, but Fitz going to bring it to the checkered line to stay alive in the consolation bracket. 5 laps in a minute 22. Fitz excited about that. And now he wants to know his last lap, 14.4. Here comes Cleve Lake FPV onto the crossbar line. 5 laps in a minute 36. He'll take that right there. There's Cleve Lake bringing it down in front of us.
Cleve Lincoln Fitz pulling it off.
Yeah, they did all right. And that means that's where Knee Down and White Bread's journey is going to come to an end just finishing inside of our top 10, I believe. But super excited for Fitz and White and Cleve Lake FPV to stay alive. They're going to be coming back in race number 12. And I believe no channel changes. Oh, no, we may have a channel change. Let's see what the computer is going to say. Fitz and Cleve Lake once again moving up to race number 12, but no channel changes. No channel changes. That's race number 10 in the books. Let's get ready for race number 11. Winner's bracket situation. K-Mead, Slowpoke, Bull FPV, and Johnny Fly. Don't freak out. Don't freak out. But the top 2 in this next race advance to our final 4. Our first 2 that we'll decide to play Chase the Ace with tonight. That is going to be super exciting right there. And I mean, it may be an interesting story to see if it is going to be a retelling of that story from last night. That cutoff was a little more aggressive tonight over last night. When we look at our top 16 from Thursday night compared to our top 16 from Friday night. And this is how I do it. This is how I take my souvenirs home. Look at that. That's a lot of Red Bull right there all over these heat sheets. The cutoff last night was, well, we only had 13 pilots, so that made that part easy. 25-4 was the cutoff last night. And tonight, 17-3 was the cutoff.
Big difference.
Big difference.
Big
So
difference.
you're not back tomorrow night. So you're going to be watching the live stream, of course.
Yes, I will.
What do you think the cutoff is going to be tomorrow night?
15, 16.
This is K-Mead, Slowpoke, Bull FPV, and Johnny Fly. K-Mead 1, Slowpoke 8, Bull FPV 3, Johnny Fly 5. On deck will be King, Fender, Fitz, and Cleve Lake FPV. Is K-Mead, Slowpoke, Bull FPV, and Johnny Fly. Did you make a prediction?
Johnny Fly.
Johnny
I'm
Fly
going
is
with
your
my
pick?
buddy Johnny Fly.
Johnny Fly stepping in. Here we go. The flight line camera. We don't have the best lighting here in our on set. The brightest thing on the screen right now, your sunglasses, Double A. Look at that right there. Those are some ballin' sunglasses. Why don't you put them down right now? This could be your Facebook picture. I know we have lots of our friends here in the chat, so if anyone could do a screenshot to send to Double A right now. Here, let me line it up here so you can see yourself, kind of like a mirror on the right below the camera. This is crazy. All right, so you're gonna pose, and one of our friends is going to. You got to slide a little bit here. Hold on. You move. You don't move. I'll move the camera. Oh, hold on. There you go. There you are.
Oh,
Ready for your
nice,
Facebook
nice.
profile picture?
Nice.
Hold the mic. Just hold your mic a little higher. Okay, hold on. Let me do this. Hold on. There. Hold right there. Ready?
Beautiful.
Smile, and then someone in the chat
Beautiful.
take a screenshot. Ready? 1, 2, 3. FliteFest.
Smile, Joe.
That was a big smile, buddy. That is what we did right there.
All right, we got
Who
the
has more fun than multi-GP? Joe?
Nobody.
spotter here.
Absolutely nobody. Again, first and second in this race right now, advancing to the final four to play Chase the Ace. Third and fourth with an opportunity to come back in race number 13. They too could be coming back to our final four. We'll see what happens. There's a shot, a thumbs up from Chris Thomas on our live stream. Let's go green. Pilots goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quadcopters. Chris Thomas, our CEO and founder of MultiGP. Let's go live on the tone in less than 5. I was watching them. That was an exciting start. They're just dancing on those FPV Pro Launch stands, which I believe tomorrow are available on our MultiGP store. We're excited about that as we are watching them battle here from the chicane and onto lap number 2. Bull FPV and K-Mead, then Johnny Fly, then here comes Slowpoke onto that lead lap as well. When I was talking about the numbers earlier, I said you got, once again, Bull FPV and Johnny Fly guys to watch about, but K-Mead is going to be your wild card on this one, and we'll talk about wild cards a little bit later on. We're only separated by a second to first, to second, to third, and now Slowpoke 4 seconds back. In fourth from them. Let's go into lap number 4 with Bull FPV. K-Mead and Johnny Fly, 9/10 of a second apart. They're going to be able to hold this pressure on. Bull, your leader, but watching K-Mead and Johnny Fly here for this transfer position. And I think it's going to be, it's still K-Mead just ahead of Johnny Fly with one more to go. Johnny Fly, 2.3 seconds back here on this final lap in third, trying to get ahead of K-Mead if he wants to play it again tonight. Slowpoke getting onto that lead lap with them. And Bull FPV is in, as is K-Mead is going to be playing Chase the Ace tonight. And Johnny Fly having some issues, needs some help here. He has lost video entirely. Not sure what happened there. And down he will go right there. And we will try. That's it. That is it. So now let's we're going to try and hit a button here and see what just happened there with Johnny Fly. So Johnny Fly here was pushing to get K-Mead in his sights here. I'm going to back it up just a little bit. Back it up actually a bunch here. This is going to be on the final lap. You're going to see K-Mead in his sights, and then I don't know if Johnny Fly just pushed his quad too hard, but that video is going to completely deteriorate. Slowpoke and Johnny Fly back in race number 13. No channel changes back at 13, which means you have a break of 1. Bull FPV and K-Mead in that final. So here he goes, round in the, onto that final lap now. Smashes into a gate. Now, because there he just saw K-Mead, I think, in shot. So he made contact with that gate, still with pretty good video. And now something is wonky with that quad. Every time that quad faces away from the flight line, well, every time the quad faces away, you see the quad that's on the ground. You notice that?
Yeah.
Every time he faces away,
And there's somebody there in the grass too that's cutting in on him.
You know, someone crashed out. But you can see how dirty that video is. That quad is limping. The video is limping back to us. See, when he's facing us, the video is good. When he's facing away, the video goes to garbage. Boom, like that. And he is not stoked about that. You have a break of 1. A break of 1, buddy. Yes, no channel changes. No channel changes. That was exciting. Hey, what happened to your arm?
Torn rotator cuff.
Ouch.
Yeah. We're 7 weeks out. Surgery, so hopefully Tuesday I'll be out.
Well, I guess you're not doing much flying.
Not this weekend.
I'll race you. All right, so let's update that bracket. It happens on the fly. Bull FPV with the win right into that Final Four to play Chase in the Ace. And K-Mead, fastest in the North Central region. We're going to see him in Chicago in about a month's time, grabbing second. Slowpoke grabbing third to come back in race number 13. And Johnny Fly going to be assessing the quad situation. He is going to be back in race number 13 as well. So Bull FPV and K-Mead going to the Final Four, race number 14. And Slowpoke and Johnny Fly coming back in race number 13. And now, usually what we would say is just a few races to go. But we have race 12. This is where we're at right now. Then 13, then 14. But basically, 12 and 13, those 2 races to go. Then we could have 2 or to 5 races when we do Chase the Ace. This is King, Fender, Fitz, and Cleve Lake FPV. King race band 1, Fender race band 3, Fitz race band 5, Cleve Lake FPV race band 7. Alex Dalton says, great race. We have someone powered on in the pits in the trailers. Chris Thomas, can you maybe use a bullhorn? Apparently we got someone powered up behind the pits. We say hello to BMS Webb.
Yes.
He's
Thomas
back
and
again.
Paul.
We say hello to Granger FPV. He's joining us late here, but just in time. We're getting close to playing Chase the Ace. You're joining us right now, race number 12, as you can see on the bracket up on our screen.
Did you have the last 2 times on that last race? First and
Sky FPV says, can't believe he stayed up. Give that man a rerun. Well, once we go thumbs up for good video, all bets are off. And I remember video was good until he hit that gate, and then every time he faced away from the flight line, video depreciated. So that's probably just a loose or damaged antenna. BMS Web says the sun must be about to set for these guys. How far is it? I don't see it. It's nowhere near the tree lines. Got lots of time, especially for that variable. And Chris Thomas, can you back up just a little bit? Back up closer to the takeoff over that way. There we are. Comment coming in from our chat right now from your friend Paul Bitmata. He says, sexy Chris Thomas with that cool hat. That's just for you. It is a nice hat. Champino liked it last night. BMS Paul liking it tonight. This is race 12. Consolation bracket, but that does not mean anything. Even though you're in the losers bracket, every one of you could be winners in our winners bracket. Top 2 race back-to-back right after this race versus Slowpoke and Johnny Fly. The top 2 in that will go against Bull FPV and K-Mead to play Chase the Ace here tonight. And we're under a quad retrieval. There's a guy right there. We see him on the left-hand side. And there's 3 way out in the back. Shout out to the world's most expensive webcam that is actually picking him out on the back. Looks a little grainy because I haven't figured out how to use the world's most expensive webcam, and we had to stretch the proportion, yada, yada, yada. S. Grace is living the dream, watching our chat here tonight. Only 39 people watching our competition. Last night we were up to 80. So with anywhere from 4 races, 5 races, 6 races, or 7 races to go this evening. We'd love for you to share the stream. Help
Yeah,
us tell the
share
story.
it out. Share it out to your friends.
But the one thing that I was talking about last night or earlier, last night and earlier, would be our wild card. That tomorrow night is going to be a big night. Double A, you're going to be watching on the live stream. But tomorrow night's winner of the Chase the Ace after the top 16 double elimination will earn a wild card position at our championships.
The wild card.
Yeah, and championships in Florida in December. That's going to be our Saturday night champion. Let's see what happens here. Could be any of these pilots getting the track time and practicing under pressure. Practice right, race right. Let's go green. Pilots, arm your quads. Let's go live on the tone in less than 5. Fender going full send off of the takeoff pad, falling down. King crashing as well. What just happened there? 2 going down. That means if you're Cleve Lake and Fitz, you definitely totally freak them out a bunch. Let's just say that.
3.9.
Not only did they freak them out, now Fitz and Cleve Lake are doing all right. Fitz is on the left-hand side. Ignore the
Fitz 14.
OSDs. And on the right-hand side, Cleve Lake. So now it is just Fitz going to take a little more time here to learn those lines. Because Fitz and Cleve Lake now racing back-to-back in race number 13. They are going to make it one step closer in our semifinal of our Consolation brackets.
Seeing someone over by
Fitz 14.3.
I'm trying to turtle though, and I can't flip.
for sure. Looking at a camper.
I'm watching race band 7 right now. Do you see that? Look at that. We're going to have to play that back. There was a spider. I'm going to play that back a little bit. We're going to try and want to chase that guy down on race band 1. And so win here for Fitz.
Are you going to give him a rerun for having video issues?
No, he was down before. Well, let's do a replay.
Want to do a replay? All right. So much to look at.
Sun setting.
I couldn't turtle mode. See this tiny opening, it looks like it's all over my screen.
Yeah, after you went down there.
And I was still trying to get there.
We're gonna watch a replay.
So we have a complaint here. We're unable to turtle mode because we're in the grass.
It's fine, right?
I believe so.
You don't turtle mode out of that.
We should find that guy.
Now, here's the, oh, I hit the wrong button again. I want to go full screen here on Cleve Lake FPV. Cleve Lake and Fitz, get batteries in. You're racing right now, Cleve Lake and Fitz. But this is like, you've seen those viral videos where someone plants their quad in the river, and you see a fish go by. This is Cleve Lake FPV's quad. We're just going to leave it by. And you're going to see the creepiest spider go by. I swear, if I'm lying, I'm dying. The creepiest spider. So Fitz and Cleve Lake, you are up right now. And Fitz, you're going to have a channel change. We'll talk about that in just a moment. I think you're going to go to race band 1. All right, you watch it for the spider for me. Wait till you see him. This is going to be the most suspenseful spider sighting. I'm hoping it was him that it happened on. Tell me when you see a double A. I don't want to miss it.
I will.
I'm doing administration behind you. Has he come? Has he shown his little head? Where is he? Am I hallucinating? I could have sworn that there was a spider. I could have sworn. Okay,
I would
maybe
not
it's
doubt it, but
no. See,
I didn't see it.
the video is getting a little weird because the spider must be on the antenna. Wait for the spider. The spider is coming. I swear. I could have sworn I saw a spider. Oh my gosh! I think I might have been seeing things. Was there a spider on my computer monitor? We are moving you to race band 1, Fitz. This race is Slowpoke on race band 8. This is Johnny Fly on race band 5. This is Fitz on race band 1 and Cleve Lake FPV on race band number 7. Did you ever see that spider?
No, but if it was there, he scared it away.
There's nobody whooping right now.
Yeah, we went out there and got him. Oh, you did? Yeah.
All right.
Took a hammer.
Let's take a little look. Your Fitz R1. Yep.
Now we'll have to come up with spider mode or something.
Yeah, spider mode.
Spider mode.
So you didn't
know what
see
it
that
means.
spider. You guys think I'm crazy? Like that spider never came? I could have sworn. I drank a Red Bull. Maybe it was one of the other down quads. Maybe it was on Lonnie's that was down. I have no idea. We're now at race number 13. This is Fitz, Cleve Lake, Slowpoke, and Johnny Fly. The top two in this race race back-to-back again versus Bull FPV and K Mead, and they'll be playing Chase the Ace. Which means, looking for our first 2 wins, it'll be a clean slate when we get to that point. Tommy Pizzino saw the spider, I think. S. Gray says, a multi-GP event at FliteFest and the spider gets the attention. Heck yeah. Spencer Owen saw it. See, I'm not crazy. He says it was a grasshopper. Tommy Pizzino says, I saw it earlier too. Transparent albino looking thing. Sky saw it. See, right at the end. I'm not crazy. It's on the stream archive. Thank you, Ken Jimmy. Yeah. All right. See, I'm not crazy.
Somebody's keeping an eye on you, Joe.
So anywhere from 3 to 6 races remain. This is the semifinal, the
Very
consolation
interesting.
bracket. Top 2 going to that final 4 to play Chase the Ace. It's going to be an exciting night. A great field. Slowpoke qualifying 6th overall. Johnny Fly qualifying, let's call it 3rd overall. Fitz qualifying 8th overall. And Cleve Lake FPV qualifying 12th overall. And make it to our final 4 to play Chase the Ace. Pedro Malalia, I don't know what it means, says to Johnny Fly, hashtag put the cream. Do you know what that means, Jay?
Take a breath.
Hashtag put the cream? Put the cream, Johnny Fly.
Unless you win this one. You win this one, you're officially poke.
Do you know Pedro Malaya?
Thumbs up for good video.
Maybe? I got a thumbs up, so I don't know if that was for video or if Jay or Johnny Fly was saying hello to Pedro.
Fly, thumbs up.
All right, Slowpoke, Johnny Fly, Fitz, and Cleve Lake FPV.
All right.
Top 2 advance to our final 4 to play Chase the Ace versus Bull FPV and K-Mead. Here we go. Pilots, arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. A throwdown, JJ saying, hey, everybody. You're going to watch some great racing if you're just joining us now on our live stream. This is a semifinal, the consolation bracket, which means top 2 going to the finals. We've seen some great pilots come out of this race into a final to win an event, and we're seeing chase cam after chase cam. Fitz, Johnny Fly, Cleve Lake, and Slowpoke, 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 2.9 seconds separating these 4 pilots after one. It's exciting, Double A, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes, it is.
Who are you watching right now?
I'm still watching Johnny Fly.
Lots of people are. You just watch him take the lead after 2 on to lap number 3. Fitz is with him. Cleve Lake FPV and as is Slowpoke. 4 seconds separating these 4 pilots. Anyone's game with 2.5 laps still to go. There's your boy Johnny Fly. 2 to go for him. Fitz right behind him by 0.8 of a second. On to lap number 4 as well. 2 to go. Pilots 2 to go. Cleve Lake with 2 to go. He's now about 5 seconds back from second. Slowpoke across the line. He needs to make up 7 seconds with a lap to go. White flag flies or Johnny Fly onto that final lap. There's Fitz onto the final lap as well, 3.6 seconds back. And now I'm watching Cleve Lake FPV, he gets on that final lap, as does Slowpoke. Slowpoke jumps up to third. He's got to find 4 seconds and Fitz, though. Johnny Fly has made it. He is playing Chase the Ace once again for a second night of the row with Bull FPV and a side of K-Mead. And who's joining them? This is going to be a race to the line. It's Cleve Lake just ahead of Fitz. That was close right there. 9/10 of a second between second and third. Johnny Fly, your winner, then Cleve Lake, then Fitz. Then it'll be Slowpoke, and Slowpoke setting it down a little early. So that is going to be where it ends for them. Slowpoke finishing 6th overall from our field of 29. Fitz finishing in the number 5 spot overall. And now we have no channel changes for Johnny Fly and Cleve Lake FPV. They are up right now. We'll have to give them a second to get packs in and get ready to fly, because it is now time for our new favorite time of this program. It's time for Chase the Ace.
Chase that ace.
Allegedly, there's smoke in the fields. Oh, way at the far end. Oh, they're playing combat. We'll pretend that's a thing. We have Chase the Ace to get to. There's a lot of soybeans that may get a little destroyed. So there he is, your final 4 right there. Bullmead, K-Mead, Johnny Fly, and Cleve Lake FPV. Let's see, I don't have a camera I can twist down there, but yeah, there is some smoke. It is FliteFest, and it's more than just drone racing, isn't it, Double A? What is there to see if someone still has plans to make it here to Fury Farms tomorrow? What did you enjoy, or what did you come to see here at FliteFest?
Oh, I come to here to see the peeps. You know, it just amazes me how much communication we have with each other, and coming in here to see each other and meet each other in person. That's exciting to me. But there's a lot going on here.
Yeah, they're doing combat off to our right, left of our cameras. It'll be stage left, and there is a little bit of smoke. We watched the combat earlier, and they had to bring the fire extinguishers out. Meanwhile, I look out at our flight line and our final 4, almost all in position for Chase the Ace. Here tonight. Taking a picture off the side here. While we're doing that, a couple things that I want to do is you're taking a look at it. I believe it's your final 4 across the way. I want to take a little look here, see if I can find this. There's the photo I'm looking for. Going to my good buddy TJ Williams. Everyone knows TJ Williams of FliteFest or Flight Test fame. And there is a shot up on the Book of Faces from yesterday or 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Oh, and now there's the weather. Oh, look at this. He's posting how many steps he's taken. Look at
all the setup.
When it's not FliteFest, he doesn't take many steps. You notice that?
Yeah.
11,000. Megadrone X, I did way more. But here on the screen, it's going to be a little tough to see here on a live stream, but you can see there's our course. We're at the far end. Let's see if can we go bigger? Wish I could zoom in on this. Can I zoom in?
Definitely where those people are crowded, or the gates. Those are gates in the picture. Beautiful sunset, too.
Yeah, it is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I just tried my best. You guys kind of saw a little look at what FliteFest was. And down at the far end of the flight line, there we are. There's a little bit of a zoom. You can see there's our course. And we see at FPV how we have like burnt in our race lines right there at the end.
Yeah, tell me about this path that you guys cut. You told me you had a story about that.
Yeah, and one of the things that we like to see is that we want to see that the race line. We didn't have chalk or anything to put down on top of the soybeans. So what we did is we took a table and took it behind our golf cart and did laps until we made it enough of a race line. And that is how we made those lines. And depending on how many people are trolling here, let's see if I can play you the video while we're getting in chairs here. Lots of people posting up. I may have to play that video here momentarily in between rounds. There's, I'm going to dig and dig and dig and dig and dig. And this is the Multi-GP Drone Racing Community Facebook page. Everyone's seeing my Facebook page. Everyone can see my friends. But you know what? This is my live stream. I don't care. Let's see what's going on. All right, after this race, we will come back and show you how we did it. We had an incident, but that is going to be in just a little bit. Let's go racing. This is Chase the Ace right now. This is what the story is all about. Bull FPV, K-Mead, Johnny Fly, and Cleve Lake FPV getting ready to fly right now. It is Chase the Ace. It is based on their finishes. You want to win twice. Even though it's the final four, it's not the final race. Coming out of our winners bracket, Bull FPV and K-Mead. Coming out of the Consolation bracket, Johnny Fly and Cleve Lake FPV. Good luck, pilots. Goggles down. Thumbs up. Arm your quads. Let's go live on the tone in less than 5. There's a go-tone, throw down, all of them going to look 4 wide through that start-finish gate. Everyone wanting that first win to set this statement here. Bull FPV with that whole shot, watching him come into that chicane section, but K-Mead right with them. Then you're going to clean things up a little bit with Cleve Lake, then Johnny Fly running 4th. And Johnny Fly making a pass up into 3rd. It'll be Cleve Lake dropping down to 4th. And 6 seconds separating them after 1. Let's watch Bull FPV on to lap number 3 with an 11.4. There's K-Mead with 11.4. There's Johnny Fly with an 11.9. First, second, third. Only 2.5 seconds separating them after 2 laps with 3 to go. Bull FPV still your leader. Wow, we just saw a pass. That was lap traffic, though. There's Bull FPV getting by Cleve Lake. It's still Bull, K-Mead, and Johnny Fly. And now Johnny Fly saying, oh, no. K-Mead saying, oh, no. And both of them going down. Did that look like a midair to you, Double A?
It did.
Uh-oh. Now Cleve Lake going down. And now it's going to be some smooth sailing right there for Bull FPV to get the win, the first win tonight of Chase the Ace. We have to do a measuring contest between K-Mead and Johnny Fly. I believe they had a midair, and Chris Thomas, you're going to have to ascertain who went farther first. All we know for sure is that Bull is our winner. That is the only thing that we're going to know for sure.
That was a beautiful shot of quad right in front of him, though.
You like that, huh?
Yes.
They are now under a quad retrieval. Now, Cleve Lake FPV is going to pull up 4th, even though he was the last one in the air. NASCAR rule, when the leader goes on their last lap, everyone goes on their last lap. So remember, Bull, K-Mead, and Johnny Fly were less than 4 seconds apart onto that final lap. So they crossed over. Cleve Lake was a lap behind. He'd been lapped in there. So K-Mead and Johnny Fly going down on lap number 4. So Cleve Lake only got 3 laps officially. And now there's the measuring. I see K-Mead beside David Roberts, and I see Chris Thomas walking out to find where Johnny Fly went. And now they're trying to ascertain where they went down on the race line. There's no channels free for the next 20 minutes, and then we'll have open channels. We may have to do a DVR review between 1 and 5 while they're out there. Double A, I'm going to try and pull up some stuff here in the flight line while you kind of keep us apprised of what we see out in the field as they're trying to make their decision.
It looks like they're walking back, so they may have already made that decision.
Well, I'm going to see if I can make the assertion on DVR. And all of those pilots, of course, do need to get packs in because they race again. We're looking for our second wins. So here we are. Look at this battle side by side. Johnny Fly and K-Mead. Oh, look at, wow. There's the midair. This is a tough one for us to call as we're watching this back here. The tail of the tape, as it were. Okay, so we go split S. It's Johnny Fly. No, it's K-Mead just ahead of Johnny Fly out of that split S. Now we go to the chicane. K-Mead ahead. You can see K-Mead still. He's a flag ahead of Johnny Fly. Now it's going to be K-Mead goes to the gate right after the flags. Working his way over to that hurdle. I may have gone back too far, didn't I? All right, let's keep playing it out because it's going to happen after that. So now it's Johnny Fly just ahead of K-Mead. Oh, wow, that's where it happened right there. Did they give us a call?
Scully,
Did they give us a call?
can he fix? Ellie's gonna try to fix this quad quickly.
Okay.
Go with him.
K-Mead by 1 foot.
K-Mead by 1 foot is the
1
call from the
foot.
field. And once again, we're going to now watch this back, the tail of the tape, because we are under quad repair.
That's some good back and forth right there.
Yeah, it was great back and forth. Look, hitting the same spot and crashing out. K-Mead going further. So that'll be K-Mead grabbing a second. That'll be Johnny Fly grabbing a third. And now how does that look on the bracket? It means going into this next race, if Bull FPV wins, your top qualifier will win, and he'll win back-to-back nights here at FliteFest. But for K-Mead, Johnny Fly, and Cleve Lake FPV, all they need to do is have a win, and we push it to a third race. And while we have a short pause, it looks like they are running out there to find a quad. I think that's Seg going to find his quad, and I'm going to remove this bracket. Look at everyone else running out to help find this quad. I believe that's Seg going out there.
Go find the quadcopter while I rest.
Chris Thomas having a little break here inside of our flight line. There you can see him. You're on shot. Anything you want to say? You can say it over your megaphone. You could have said it from there.
Swap spots with you for a minute, Double A. while
Okay,
you guys
good.
Give you a minute to walk around.
Double A's been doing a great job. There we are, buddy.
How's it going, Joe Scully?
You know what? If it was any better, there would be two of us.
That would
You
be
having
better.
fun?
I'm having a good time. I always have a good time here at FliteFest. FliteFest is probably one of my favorite events because it doesn't have the same pressure that we have at, say, a regional final or a championship, because we're trying to entertain a large group of people. But these races in the evening are always really exciting. Bull has been absolutely on fire.
Heck yeah.
And I got to hand it to you. That race, this format that you've come up with, this Chase the Ace, I love it.
You like it? We need a spare tramp.
Spare tramp. Not over here.
Hold on. We might be able to pull it out of here. Try this.
So the reason why I'm a big fan of this Chase the Ace format is if we use a standard best,
Yeah, it's in there.
2 out of 3,
Yes. Yeah, we're
if
trying to
we
do a
use a
live stream.
standard best 2 out of 3, the problem we potentially could be running into is that the winner could win in the third race by getting second place. You should never win in second. It should always be a first. So it adds to the excitement, and we're always going to finish with a first place. So
That's right.
I think you did a good job.
Thank you. It's basically trying to make those AAA mains less lame and, just really make it simple. Let's
Right.
go chase the ace, win twice, and, you're going to be in pretty good shape. And so the situation last night was just like this, where Bull won the first battle in the chase the ace, and then he fell off the podium.
You think that's going to happen again? What
I
are the
don't-
odds?
I don't
that it
think
could
he's going to
happen
make the same mistake twice, do you?
again? I don't think so, but you never know.
So I was talking with Double A earlier about how we made the course.
Talking about our sponsors, right?
I was talking about our sponsors, yeah.
Able Rents,
Able Rents.
they are solid. If it wasn't for them, this race probably wouldn't be happening right now.
That is true. So let's...
Now I got to know, too, if anybody here is an expert on soybeans. We've been snacking on the beans. I think they're not quite ready, but they're still pretty tasty. Is that going to make us sick?
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So here, let's... this is us.
What's that?
Here's a shot right now. This is on Facebook. My buddy Chris Thomas taking the video of this. And there is the table. This is how we made those race lines.
What was
Good.
that noise there, Joe Scully?
Look at that nice guy. Let's see if will it replay? Here we go. All right,
Yeah.
so this is how we made the race lines right there.
What I love about the video is you start off by saying, it's a great day, and then immediately you destroy a tool you had just built.
That is true.
This is
you know
very
what?
ironic. I
gotta-
think that's the missing line they took out of that Alanis Morissette song.
But the thing is, any day that I'm with my best friend Chris Thomas is a great day. You know what I mean?
Having a good time.
Looks like out in the field they are starting to come back. Are they successful? Did we find the quad?
Did you guys find it? They found
Thumbs
it.
up. We found the quad. That's exciting.
Nice.
So we're gonna have to start a clock here for that quad being fixed. Basically, all my pit mates, my pit crew, are trying to get Cleve Lake FPV back in this race. And they think he broke his video transmitter. So I've now, from my testing device, I have loaded them up with my video transmitter. We'll see if that's going to work. From my test unit, we'll see. They want to throw in an immersion RC tramp. That's what they're asking. The tramp, asking for that tramp there.
I see Johnny Fly at the line. I see K Mead. I know Bull's ready, so we're looking for Cleve Lake FPV. Now, you know one thing, if you're watching this, if you look at the gear, Cleve Lake is running an older style H quad with some older gear, a little bit heavier weight. So considering the equipment he's running, he is doing absolutely amazing out there. I think if you're a sponsor and you're looking for a new pilot, Cleve Lake is looking for a sponsor. He's looking for somebody to take him to that next level.
And maybe it's Immersion RC because he just got a brand new Immersion RC video transmitter.
Could be. Could be.
Or maybe it's Team Black Sheep, one of our partners here at FliteFest. You know, that is the most popular video transmitter in the game, the Unify Pro, the Unify Pro Race.
Oh, yeah. If you pick up a quad, chances are it's got a Unify in it.
That is true.
Either that or it fell out when it crashed in the soybeans and they're looking for it right now.
So when we played that video back, they said that was like crop circles. Yeah, it was just like, oh, we need the wand. Now we need a wand. What channel?
Let me get out of the way.
Race Band 7? All right.
5880.
Let's see what happens here. Race Band 7. Let me see the
You want to
RFID.
try to fix him? Yeah.
No, you don't need to plug it in. Now you're on Race Band
There
7.
you go. You're good to go.
Want to plug it in and test real quick, though? Yeah, just plug it in and test real quick.
It doesn't have an antenna on it.
Oh, no, don't plug it in without an
What kind of
antenna.
motors you running here? I'm just F60s? Gotcha.
All right, go put an antenna on it, but you are now on Race Band 7. That is thanks to the power of this device.
Thanks, Joe Scully. That's
Hey.
the wand, right? There's been a lot of talks lately about the wand. Here it is.
We have another wand. Do you have the other wand?
No. I don't even have a wand.
No, the
This is your wand.
Well,
Talking about the one I got when I was at Orlando, at Universal Studios at the Harry Potter thing.
no,
that
no,
one?
no.
No, a different one.
Talking about the power tester
Yeah, I
wand.
didn't think you were going to bring that up
Where is it?
because you know I'm a little embarrassed about that.
What are you talking about? Where is it?
What's that?
The wand, the
Right here.
power tester.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Here we are. Thank you. Now we have that device.
Yeah, I got one right here. I keep
Right.
that one in my pocket.
You have that always in the because
Absolutely.
you are a big fan of 25 milliwatt. I heard.
Ooh, I tell you what. Well, they've disarmed me.
Yeah.
Right? They've taken my teeth out, but I still have this.
You know.
So I can still take this and then use the megaphone and yell at you till you lower your power level.
And you know what Chris Thomas and I like to do with our power testers? We like to have sword fights.
We're pretty good at that, actually. The best is to do it in slow motion. Then it looks a lot better when you play it back.
Well, that was live on our live stream, and so everyone got a chance to see that. What an exciting day. They're checking in.
Looks like we're about ready to go. We have Cleve Lake out there yet?
46 people watching our live stream. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Alex Dalton says, broken VTX. That sucks. Stupid equipment going out. Really grinds my gears. Yeah.
That's
Family
right.
Guy fan. We got Cleve Lake ready because we're losing sun. All he
Tell you
needed
what.
was the antenna, I heard.
And the search party found the drone.
Nice. Found
And
it.
Seg got his drone back.
Congratulations. That's a prize in itself.
That's a prize.
Hey, question coming in on our chat. Chris, why didn't we see you at the Southeast Regional Final? Haven't seen you since Sebring, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Tommy. Man, if it was up to me, I'd be at every single FPV event possible. Unfortunately, there's this thing called real life, and having a family, which is something that I do. As a business owner, I can't multi-GP every day, all day. I did that for about 2 to 3 years straight. Had to take a little bit of a break, check in on some other things, but don't worry, Joe Scully's there, so you're in good hands with Joe.
I'm gingling. There's such a thing as real work in a family, and so I'm here working in my. I got the bigger family now. My daughter, 8 days old, at home.
Yeah, but you do this as a job, Joe Scully.
That's true. That's so I can afford all the diapers that little Josie has gone through.
And I got to go to work so you can have a job.
All right.
So it works.
Let's fire up the Cleve Lake.
Well, I'm going to pass it back over to Double A. Good talking to you guys. I'm going to run this race.
All right, buddy. Kyle Coffin says, I'd sword fight with you any day. As long as you don't want to wrestle. Gee. Yeah, that's Reese.
Thank you, Chris. Always nice to sit down with him and talk to him and find out what's on his mind.
Tommy Pizzino says, fair enough, going to be in Orlando in December. Of course, we're all going to be in Orlando in December. That wild card race with multi-GP. This is the wild card, and the winner of Saturday night is going to join us at Championships, as we'll have 150 different pilots at the multi-GP Championships presented by the Academy of Model Aeronautics. And it sounds like it's going to be in Miami in December. It's going to be good.
Nice.
You ever been to Miami, Double A?
Yes, I have.
What's the best part about going to Miami?
The ocean.
The ocean is nice. I went there in July. Was it July? No, late June for the 2017 Region 2B or Florida Championships, and not the best time to go to Miami. I didn't get to see the beach. I mean, I saw it from the rental car, but me and my buddy Nelson Cruel, we tried to walk across that. I mean, it burnt through our shoes, man. You can't walk out there in July, but in December, it's going to be pretty nice.
Yes. I skipped the stand. When I was younger, I was down there, and we just totally skipped the stand, just straight into the water.
Right on. I remember the first time that I went to Florida, went to Jacksonville for a rodeo. Speaking about that, MC Laffin says, got your rodeo buckle on today? Yeah, Bonnie, of course. The jeans on as well. I don't know. There's crazy stuff out in that soybeans. I don't want to risk it with shorts. When I went to a rodeo, and the question about my buckle is appropriate, I always wear jeans no matter the weather. And so I went to the beach, and I had my swimming trunks, but I didn't have any shoes. And I didn't have a hat. I only had my cowboy hat from the rodeo. So you can imagine my chubby butt in little swimming trunks, cowboy boots, and a cowboy hat walking across the beach in Jacksonville, Florida. Dang, I mean, there's a whole bunch of dudes in tighter shorts and other cowboy hats lining up. I'm like, no, I'm just here to swim, guys. No, I'm not on a parade, the all guys right now. Hey, we need to start this race, bud. Cleve Lake FPV, where is he? We're going to have to start a clock. We're going to have to start a clock, Chris Thomas. I'm watching the sun go behind those trees. 2 minutes going to start on the official clock. While we have a second, let's thank the great partners of FliteFest 2018. We talked about those video transmitters. It's more than video transmitters. It's great antennas. They're great controllers. They're long-range gear. They're full wing and full quad kits. Team Black Sheep, great partner of FliteFest. And with us here as well at FliteFest, thank you to TBS as one of our great partners. Along with Fat Shark RC Vision Systems, if you have not tried out the new HDO, that's OLED FPV, make sure you check them out. Patronize partners of FPV. They are the name that leads the game. As they say in Australia, make sure you get your fatties on. Make sure you're wearing your Fat Sharks. I'm proud to rock my Attitude V-Force. Comes with the Fat Shark receiver module, OLED receiver module. Also the Fat Shark 101 that we've been bragging about. And now, coming soon, the brand new T2s from Fat Shark, our thanks to them. I want to thank Red Bull, the official beverage of FliteFest. And why not? We've been drinking a lot of it over the years of this event. And lastly, Lulzbot 3D printers.
How's the video look back there?
Video looks great. 7 looks not the best. It's a little shaky, but it looks like it's going to be okay. It's not the best. It's I got a little bit of bleeding, like I might have another quad, may have a harmonic. If we can move them just a little bit, that might make a difference. It's going, no, that antenna is loose. That antenna is loose, yep. It's in and out, in and out. It's in and out. What you're seeing, something else, is ghosting because that quad is not broadcasting. I say that a lot. Do you ever watch the diagnosing on the live stream? Isn't that one of the best parts? Or is it just my geek moment, AA?
Oh, yeah. All of us geeks are geeking out on that stuff.
Yeah. I love here. And all we look at is, I don't watch the thing with the fancy OSDs. I'm actually watching the DVR. And you can see there in the bottom left-hand corner. That is a quad they put the new VTX in. And that antenna, I keep saying it's loose. Now they're saying, oh, there's something else on it. But what you're seeing is ghosting from the receivers. These other quads are only about 45 feet from the receiver. So you're going to see ghosting. And now it's super clear, whatever it is. Or do we tighten it up? Was it a loose antenna, Chris Thomas? You just put it on? It was a loose antenna. Bill nodding his head saying, yep. And now it's super clean. It's better there, yeah. It's going, it's better than what it was.
Smooth lines.
So how this works, this is chase the ace. If Bull FPV wins, then he wins the event. Everyone else, their finish will matter because we'll total up the finishes to decide the rest of our podium. However, if anybody, and anybody being Cleve Lake FPV, Johnny Flyer, K-Mead, beats Bull FPV in this round, we push it a third. It is our second round to chase the ace here with our final four of drone racing with Multi-GP and FliteFest East, FliteFest Ohio. Here we go. Pilots, goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. Go tone, away we go off of that line, and first one down is going to be Bull FPV as he's turtle moding out. This is going to go to a third round, which means you really need to get some go-go juice. You're not taking a knee, even though the Canadian just took a knee. Usually it's the other way around. Bull FPV just crashed out. Now everybody needs to win, because if you win this one and you win the next one, you are our champion. It's Chase the Ace, and that storyline unfolding here. K-Mead, your leader, then Johnny Fly running second as they go to lap 3, a second apart. I did not expect that. Did you, AA?
No, not at all.
Man, I'm still shocked watching Bull FPV top right in the dirt. And now K-Mead and Johnny Fly 0.04 of a second apart with 2 to go. 1 and 5. You're watching the left-hand side of your screen as they are now watching line of sight here in the field. It's going to be K-Mead just ahead of Johnny Fly. Now just the hurdle separating them. 1.5 seconds apart here. Again, the win matters here in this round. The win matters. Cleve Lake is a lap back. K-Mead and Johnny Fly. Watching K-Mead come out of that VAS chicane. We're 1 flag behind with Johnny Fly. K-Mead pushing home, and they will finish 1.4 seconds apart. K-Mead will get the win here of heat number 2. Johnny Fly will pull up second.
And this is what we were talking about, extending these races. Got to get a guy up there that's consistent twice.
That is exactly it. So now you got in this next race, as we get ready to go to it. When we get ready to go, now of course we have to retrieve, when we get ready to retrieve quads and get packs in to do this all over again. We're going to take a little look here. And let me hit this button over here while I'm hitting buttons over here. So the way this works, what did that update? I just did it. Come on, computer. So there we are. There it updated. So now you got, look at the wins, okay? So as we go into this third race, if Bull wins, remember he just fell off the podium, deja vu all over again. If Bull wins, he is our Friday night champion. He goes back to back. If K-Mead wins this next one, he is our Friday night champion. Then if Johnny Fly or Cleve Lake FPV win, this goes a
Another race.
4th round. Mathematically, It could go the full 5 in this final 4.
You guys are bringing it on, that's for sure.
Up to 51 viewers. Less viewers here tonight. Wow. Johnny Fly with an 11.0 on lap number 3. That's his personal best on the track. Remember, he qualified with an 11.5, third overall tonight. Last night, he qualified with an 11.5 as well, second overall. He just posted a personal best. As he was trying to catch that first ace for him, he pulls up second, but points-wise, again, anyone's game. S. Gray says that was a good one. Maribamba's the same as yesterday. Yeah, deja vu all over again as we get ready to grid them up once again here at our championship. And this is a precursor. Tomorrow night, we do it again. But tomorrow night, we're going for the challenge coins to our top 3 from MultiGP and the wild card position that is going to be at our championships in Florida. Wow. Did not expect that, huh?
Yeah, this is very interesting. I mean, this is racing.
Well, that gives everyone that one chance for redemption. When we brought in the double elimination bracket format, everyone said, well, what if you come in the winner's bracket and you lose in that final race? You really didn't lose twice. It's not a double elimination. Really, what you should do is push it another round. And again, we're scratching our head. They're like a true double elimination. And that's in sports that they do that. They're like, hey, they do that in like pool tournaments and billiards and blah, 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 blah. All sports that are so boring to watch. You know what I mean?
When you're ready for that last one.
Well, you know, it wasn't a real true double elimination. Here with Chase the Ace, much easier to follow. Again, especially with the graphics that we're going to put up here. Shout out to the boys in the truck to show you.
They are really bringing the entertainment, though, this way.
That's right. Now we push it to a third race. It could go a 4th. I know Johnny Fly wants it to go a 4th. I know Cleve Lake FEV wants it to go a 4th. And mathematically, we could even take it to a 5th. Our pilots working their way here into our flight line. There's a shot right in the center of our screen, our top qualifier, Bull FPV. Along with his spotter, his coach, and dad, Harry. Off to the far left is K. Mead. So those two pilots that you see right in the center of our screen, on the left sitting down, K. Mead, standing up, Bull. If either of those two pilots win, this is done. Our champion is decided. However, Johnny Fly and Cleve Lake have a chance to push it to that 4th race, and we want to see it. I heard a standby over here. We're good? All right, pilots, goggles down, thumbs up. Arm your quads. Live on the tone in less than 5. So it'll be K-Mead ahead of Johnny Fly, Bull FPV, Cleve Lake FPV. Order through the gates. Look at this. They switch positions again. Cleve Lake held the lead for a little bit as well. And now it looks to be K-Mead just ahead of Bull. And it's Bull just ahead of K-Mead, then Johnny Fly. 1, 2, 3. 1.8 seconds separating them after a lap. Cleve Lake onto that lead lap. Bull FPV pushing it hard, and K-Mead still right with him, 9/10 of a second back. Then you got Johnny Fly. Now K-Mead goes down into the rhubarb, so Johnny Fly sliding up into second. He's only 2.4 seconds back off of your leader as we go on to lap number 4 now with Bull FPV and Johnny Fly down to just the 2. And this matters right here. If Johnny Fly beats Bull FPV, they go into their final lap right now. Let's go into their final lap. 3.8 seconds apart. Johnny Fly, it's do or die, or Bull FPV is our 2-night champion, and Bull FPV wins both Thursday and Friday night right there. First overall, and that is now going to put Johnny Fly second overall as he pulls up a second here in our Chase the Ace competition. What a huge finish right there. We lose K Mead and we lose Cleve Lake. And that will make it pretty easy to figure out the points. So a total of 5 points. Oops. Well, let's get our quads before the pictures, as I have to do some math and science here. Because Johnny Fly just pulled up second. That is going to give him a total of 7. K Mead pulled up third. Ooh, boy. Ooh, boy. That gives him a total of 6. That's good math right there. So, not a tie. Because remember, K Mead got one of the wins, guys. This is where Chase the Ace gets a little more interesting. As I'm doing the totals here on my screen, let me bring it to you guys at home. Going to hit a button. Thanks to the boys in the truck for following along here. And that is going to be your official finish right there, as we have 2 wins for Bull FPV at the top of the podium. But remember, there we go. There's a correction. There we are. So remember, K-Mead won race number 2, so he grabs second because he got a first, a second, and a third. That puts Johnny Fly third overall with a third, a second, and a second, and Double A with the math. And Cleve Lake going to finish 4th overall from our field to 29. So once again, your podium, 4th overall is Cleve Lake. 3rd overall, Johnny Fly tonight. K-Mead is your reserve champion, and Bull winning once again races 1 and 3 to be our champions. We're lining up here for podium pictures. That is what we're doing here tonight, because tomorrow night is really the big night, the wild card night, where we'll be handing out the challenge coins and much, much more. Princess Budpan says loves it. Pedro Malalia says congrats, guys. Esk Racing, congrats to Bulls. Tight finish. So close, Johnny, but you got to hate that turn by now, Esk Race says.
Congratulations to all the pilots, and keep having fun.
My good buddy Cody Knudsen from up in the Northwest says, good broadcast, guys. You guys are killing it. We're really trying our best. And I want to thank Double A for stepping in on our live stream here tonight. A little different being on this side of those cameras, isn't it?
It is very different. It is very different.
Enjoy.
And it's cool sitting right next to you, Joe.
And exciting here in the flight line with all the energy, and you can see what happens. Like, I know it's hard for me to keep smiling on camera because you see what happens behind the scenes. There's a lot of sneering and bickering, but, I mean, who has more fun than us?
No one.
Nobody. That is right. As we're looking right outside, looks like they're lining up. We're going to fly something huge. That's Jay Day, who made it to our top 16 tonight with that big run that he had in his second last qualifier. Looks like he wants to fly the X-Class. And over to our far right, just at a camera shot, they're lined up. Your top 3, and let's just tell you about it one more time. That story here tonight. 4th overall, Cleve Lake FPV. When they asked the question in the chat, who are some of the new racers in the race this evening? Cleve Lake FPV was one of those new racers that we're talking about. Qualified in the number 11 spot officially and finishes top 4 of that field to 29. Our congratulations to him. That's a good finish. 4th out of 29 here tonight. Johnny Fly, last night's reserve champion, he pulls up 3rd, and I mean, he got a 3rd in 2 seconds. Just couldn't keep off the K-Mead and Bull FPV show. K-Mead, once again, your reserve champion. He got a 2nd, a 3rd, and that 1st to give him 2nd. And Chase the Ace, trying to get your 2 wins, and Bull FPV doing it once again last night and tonight. Race 1 and race 3 in that Chase the Ace. Any last thoughts you want to tell our fans, friends, and followers here online?
Thank you, Multi-GP.
Thank you, Double A, one of our great volunteers and friends from International Open. Find out more about that event, multigp.io. One last time, we're going to take a look at our finish and our bracket before we send them off to join us tomorrow. At about noon, we're going to come back with our rookie race. That'll be another live stream. I'm going to do some flying in that. And tomorrow night at about 5 o'clock, join us for our broadcast of our wild card race. Well, we'll do our top 16 double elimination and our final 4 Chase the Ace competition, where we'll be handing out the challenge coins for multi-GP in addition to that wild card slot at our national championships in Florida in December. On behalf of our great partners and all of our friends here at FliteFest, thank you to Lulzbuds. Thank you to Red Bull. Thank you to Fat Shark, Team Black Sheep, our friends at the Academy of Model Aeronautics. This once again has been a broadcast by Multi-GP on our YouTube channel. We'll see you at noon tomorrow for the rookie race and tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. Have a pleasant evening and we'll see you tomorrow. Scully and Double A out.